Together, forever, together, everyone.
Oh, yeah. Is that High School Musical?
High School Musical says we have to let it go. Thank you.
Oh, get ready, everybody. Here we go. Welcome to the fun. It's the Big Mouse Show. Step right up. Let me tell you what's the scoop. Jamie, Carter, Sam. Welcome to our crew. Magic in the air, gonna raise the sound. Mensa active games where the smiles abound. Disney dreams alive. Oh, we're on a quest with our family vibes. We're truly blessed. From the rankings to the laughs, it's the ultimate ride. In the Big Mouse House, let's enjoy the vibe. In the Big Mouse House, we're living the dream with games and laughs. It's a magical theme.
All right, Big Mouse House family, today we're going to talk about something that's going to make people feel uncomfortable, which is a pretty common occurrence here on the Big Mouse House. And we're asking a dangerous question. What at Disney World is actually overrated and what are we completely sleeping on? But we're not going after the obvious stuff. We're diving into the culture, the planning, pressures, the unspoken expectations, the things that we don't always say out loud. Sam is here. Henry is here. I'm here. And by the end of this episode, you may completely agree with us. Either way, buckle up and welcome to the Big Mouse House.
And now, our feature presentation.
All right, guys, how y'all doing tonight?
Good. It's been a while. but
It
I'm
has been a
back.
while, Henry. Welcome back.
Not going to pull a Jackson, but it's been a while.
I don't know if you've been on since you had your acting debut as Scar at your school. You were the hit of the show, bro. There's no doubt.
Everybody's talking about it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Bob Iger even called before he retired and said, hey, I want that kid.
Oh, Bob
I don't
Iger.
know.
Sam, how you doing tonight?
Great. Just excited to do a little Disney World podcasting. Excited to see you guys.
You bet.
I see you every day, Henry, but
Yeah.
excited to see you, Jamie.
Thanks, man.
And we
It's
miss
good to be
Carter.
seen.
Miss
Yeah,
Carter.
yeah.
Miss you, Carter.
Carter's got a date night tonight. Excited for him and Jenna to be able to have a little time with the baby as well. But they're going out for a little date night tonight. And so kudos to them.
And can you feel the love tonight?
Again, we're going to be talking about a lot about things that are overrated or underrated. Obviously, we talk about this all the time. We make the statement that there's no right way or wrong way to do Disney World. It's very subjective. The things that Sam loves, I may not love. The things that Henry loves, I may not love. We're going to kind of break this up into segments. And first off, we're going to talk about the planning pressure. Anybody that's listened to the podcast knows that we're pretty big fans of planning out what we're going to do at Disney World. Sam is the king of that. And so the topic first for us is the intense planning culture around Disney World overrated or underrated? Sam, what are your initial thoughts here?
I mean, I don't think it's overrated to plan. I think planning is very important, especially with like the online culture that we have today, where everything has to be posted online or compared to other people's stories and what they've done. It has become a big business to plan.
Right.
And it's become a big pressure on people to quote unquote get everything done. With so many people in the parks, with so much money being invested, I can understand why it's so big and pressure filled to plan. It is probably a lot harder to go and not have a plan, especially when you're going maybe once a year, once every 2 years, once every 3 years. It's getting more expensive every year.
Right.
So I don't think it's overrated, the culture, because I do think it's necessary, but I think that the pressure that it creates on people, all the hacks, all of the different things you have to do, or your Disney World vacation is going to be miserable and everybody's going to hate you, that's overrated. There's no bad way to do Disney.
Right.
There's a wrong way, and that wrong way is when you don't enjoy it. And the way to not enjoy it is to go in blind.
That's
you
right.
have to have some kind of formulated idea of what you're going to do. You have to have the people in your party on the same page of, hey, this is like the things we need to accomplish to quote unquote have fun. And some of those things aren't going to happen. But are you going to be flexible enough? Are you going to be willing enough to do what it takes for everyone to enjoy the time that you're in there? And a lot of that's just attitude.
Right.
Attitude.
That's a big part of it. But I can honestly say the people that I've talked to that have said, man, I just didn't enjoy Disney. I didn't have fun. I spent all my time in line. To me, it is the people that go in without a plan. Almost 100%. It's just not conducive for that. If you, just like you said, if you go in there and you don't know what you're doing, that's okay. You know, there are tools that are in place. Like you mentioned, the online presence. The app is very user friendly, I think. But if you just go in there and say, hey, I'm going to go walk right here and do the first thing I see, that may not always be the best choice for you. So, you know, there are some people that will argue that Disney's become more about strategy than the magic and the spontaneity. thoughts on that?
I think the magic and spontaneity comes from a well-formulated trip.
Sure.
That's just me, though. The people in your party, not everyone's there to plan, but everyone's going to feel your stress. Well, we've been as a family. I've been with the kids and my wife, and they have definitely, there's been times where they're like, hey, look, you need to chill or no one's going to have fun. And I totally agree with that.
Right.
If you are stressing and freaking out all the time and no one's going to have fun. The kids, I mean, Henry's 10. He knows how much effort and time we put into planning, how much money it is, and he just gets it from our talking. Yet still, during the trip, he's not worried about that. He's excited about what's next, all the fun things that you do. So again, how are you going to frame things for your children? How are you going to frame things for people on the trip is important. If you frame something in a negative light, then it's going to be negative for people. Right. But if you give them the opportunity to have fun, then they're going to enjoy it.
That's right. Henry, obviously your dad's the master planner. We all know that. We've hit that so many times on this podcast. But what are your favorite things about having a plan when you go to Disney World? Or do you like going and not knowing what's coming next? Do you like to be surprised? What are your favorite parts about that?
Yeah, I'm just kind of a listener. I listen to my mom and dad's conversations, so I kind of know what's going to happen, but I like being surprised.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't have thought that.
I do, even though I have him as my leader.
Here's what I want to ask you. If something happened to Dad and he like turned his ankle in the tracks in the on Main Street.
Oh, okay. Like, what railroad tracks am I on? Goodness gracious, Jamie.
The trolley tracks.
Okay, fine.
And you had to take over on the app. Do you think you could do it?
I'm being honest, probably not.
You got to start somewhere though.
Yeah.
You're just like Carter. Carter says he's never done it. He don't know that he could do it, but I bet you could do it.
He probably just stay at the hotel and still do it.
Wheel him around in a wheelchair.
I'd probably just do it anyway.
As long as he's got his thumbs, he's good to go.
I am your father.
So, Sam, just from a family standpoint, we're going to get into the money part of it that you've mentioned, but how much pressure is it when you take the family, making sure that you, quote, do it right?
Doing it right is up to everybody. Everybody has a different way of doing it right. It's definitely subjective. My way of doing it right at first was we have to hit every ride. We have to do every little thing. I still have that innate pressure inside of me to do it, less on everyone else. But I always feel like I want to beat the mouse. I want to get the money.
Right.
If that's your goal, it's going to be a really, really hard trip.
Mm-hmm.
I think this last time we really kind of hit the sweet spot of, there was some rushing and we were getting up early. Yes, we were rope dropping. Yes, we were staying late. But also I'd found some ways of, hey, let's go ahead and make sure the kids get 5 or 6 rides right now. Let's go ahead and hit stuff early. Let's get them going and let's get things started. And again, if you don't know how to use multipass, if you don't have those plans, then would you go to Disney World and not get a map? Like, why would you not read the map beforehand? Before the internet, they had photos and they had all the different, what those unofficial guide to Disney World and all the books. Would you go to Yellowstone National Park without a plan?
Probably not.
Would you go to Washington, D.C. and say, oh, are there museums here?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Yeah. So it's the same thing at Disney World. And you got to know what your group wants and likes. And you got to know what's going to make them happy. Mm-hmm. And if you are which it's me, I'm number one at this. If I'm so laser focused on rides, I could go to Disney World and not eat all day. Right. I could probably go and not even drink anything because I can probably focus that hard on it. But that's going to make everyone else with me miserable.
Yeah.
In turn, that's going to make me miserable. So
Henry's nodding his head.
Henry agrees. You got to stop. Having people there with you is also a good speed check on you. Hey, man, what are we doing? Right. This is a trip for everybody, and I think that's a big thing. What is overrated in Disney World is worrying about getting every single ride. I think underrated are the experiences. Right. Underrated are the shows. Right. And it's been probably 20 episodes since I've bashed this show. So here I go. The only show I think I've ever really regretted was Fantasmic. Mm. Again, that was just because it's nighttime and we didn't get to do everything that day at Hollywood Studios. And man, I wish we had done it.
There's 10,000 people watching that instead of riding.
Or I wish I would have just gone back to the hotel and gone to bed early.
Right.
Every show that I've been to, even fireworks at Magic Kingdom, I've been like, you know what? That was worth the just sitting there and enjoying it. Right. You got to have those breaks. And I think that's underrated. We talk about rides so much. Shows, experiences are key.
Let's just say there's 365 days in the year. So let's just say you went to Disney World for 10 of those days. The other 350 days of the year, you're pretty much online. You're checking wait times because that's how we're built in this family. You're looking at all the influencers. How much added pressure do you feel there is with the days of social media and people having all these hacks and all these secrets of how to do things and just ways to do it? How much added pressure is there from these influencers that makes us feel like or maybe makes the average Disney goer feel behind?
Less and less. It's just for me though, less and less. And I've tried to be more cognizant about the amount of time I've been online anyway and on social media. And like, let's all be honest with each other. When these people these influencers have a pass, they're annual pass holders. They usually live there.
Could go every day.
They can go to Toronto anytime they want to. They can go so the pressure, quote unquote, that we feel going once a year, once every 2 years, once every 3 years is not the same as theirs.
Right.
Theirs like, oh gosh, I hope I get this snack this morning before 8 o'clock. You're like, I just want to ride a ride.
Right.
And so I spent money for hotel rooms, plane tickets, whatever it is on top of those things.
Right.
That's just not where we are.
Sure.
So I feel less and less pressure just knowing that my kids are going to be happy if I'm happy.
Yeah.
And when they enjoy a ride, it makes it for me.
Sure. Henry, do you enjoy getting to the park early and rope dropping pretty much?
Yeah.
So you like to hit it hard like Dad was talking about, so get it going really early in the morning so you can kind of coast the rest of the day?
No, I think you gotta go all day. Can't coast at all.
Can't coast. Amen. The good. See why he's my son.
That's right.
But I think what Uncle Jamie's saying, like, do you actually think that rope dropping is worth it, Henry?
Yeah.
Why?
Like the 8 o'clock and the 9 o'clock, y'all been talking about like for Tiana. We were one of the first people in line, and then we just got to go do something else. It was easy.
Do you ever feel at Disney World? I know you probably don't, but do you ever feel worried you're not going to ride a ride, or do you even worry about that?
I don't really worry about that.
Yeah, because
he's accomplished it every time he's been.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
As long as I've rode Guardians a couple times.
How many times did you ride Guardians the last time you went?
5 times.
yeah, he really.
And we got Everybody Wants to Roll the World.
That's
So
awesome.
good.
All right, let's move on to our next segment, the pursuit of perfect, which is the idea of the perfect Disney trip. Is the idea of perfection overrated? I would say, again, that's very subjective because what I think is perfect and what someone else thinks is perfect is two totally different things. But a lot of times when people go in with expectations, we talked about in the last episode with Natalie, the first time that we took Carter and Jack as teenagers, it was probably the biggest bomb of a Disney trip that we've ever been on because the magic was gone. They had been there. They had done that. It was too cool for school. And it's not that we didn't have a good time because we did, but it was almost like the expectation that we had of them going as kids was going to be the same as when they went as teenagers. And that just wasn't the case. And so for you guys, Sam, having a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old, you guys are in the wheelhouse of that right now. So I hope you soak that up because the day's going to come when they're not as wide-eyed. But the good news on the other side of that is it comes full circle because now Carter and Jack are adults. They cannot wait to take them back. Carter's talked 100 times on this podcast how he can't wait to take his newborn son and get him on the Disney train and get him to experience all the things that he did as a kid. And the circle starts over again kind of thing.
Henry just watched Remember the Titans for the first time. Henry, can you give us a quick movie review of Remember the Titans?
Amazing. Gets sad toward the end, but is one of the best movies I've ever watched.
Tell me why you like that.
It's a sports movie, and Disney did a good job in it.
What kind of ride?
Yeah, you could do a civil rights ride.
Okay.
Very
some
interesting.
kind of-
Education. I like it. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Sorry, Jamie, back to the topic. Again, part of that does go back to planning.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to almost have like a backup thing to do. And no, I'm not saying SeaWorld is your backup or Lego World. I'm saying like in the park itself, what's your backup? Let's say you go and don't have multipass and you're looking at lines and everything's really tough. There are going to be shows available.
Right.
Go do some shows. Go find stuff. I think that was one of the things you and I talked about the Frontier Shooting Arcade being gone.
Right.
Tom Sawyer. Those are things you could always go to and let the kids run free.
That's right.
It burned 40 minutes to an hour of them just kind of getting the bug out. And then,
And still feel like they're doing something.
yeah. And then, all right, let's go get back in a ride. Again, the reason that multipass is getting higher is because it is so important to have it.
And people realize that now.
Absolutely.
Because, there was a time where people didn't justify the cost of buying multipass.
Yeah.
Now, if you had to guess, what do you think is a percentage of the people that purchase multipass? It's got to be over 50%.
I would say 65 to 70,
Yeah.
probably.
75.
I hate to say this. I mean, I don't know how many people listen to this, but you should buy it. If you go the time I go, I hope you don't buy it.
But
I
if it
don't
gets
want
to
you
the
to have
point
it when I'm there.
But if it gets to the point that everybody buys it, it kind of defeats the purpose.
Correct. And I think you're seeing that with Premier Pass, why Premier Pass is sold out like every day this month. So if you don't know what Premier Pass is where you basically get one free shot at every ride whenever you want all day. And it's like $250.
It's only one time.
Yeah, it's one time. It's sold out every day in March. March is going to be packed with spring breakers. April will be too. I'm telling you, that is going to be sold out every day.
Right.
The reason people want that, Jamie, is two reasons. Number one, they want to go on every ride.
Right.
Number two, they don't want to be on their phones. This is an easy way. You just boop, swipe, you're in. You don't have to think about it. Right. And I think that people understand that. I think Disney's working toward less app, but at the same time, I love the app. I love the dining. That is the simple way to make your life easier. If you're in a line, get one person to go get some food for everybody. Sit and eat in line. Play a game in line.
Right.
Heads up. There's so many fun games you can play. Talk to people around you. Like,
hidden Mickeys.
Oh my gosh, yes. A perfect trip is at the end of the trip. Does everyone still love each other? Does everybody go home happy with something they saw? Something's going to mess up. Your restaurant reservation's going to get closed. Someone's going to throw up. Someone's going to lose a shoe.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. That's life anywhere.
Right.
You're at Disney World. And I don't have to constantly remind myself of that. But there are times where I'd be like, hey, you know what? Spend a lot of money. Let's just have fun. Right. And again, my wife's probably laughing. Hey, babe. And she's laughing at me right now, like, But she's not wrong. There are a lot of the non-negotiables in my mind that I have to get done. But then, even when I don't get those done, it's going to be okay. It's fine. One thing that would help, how about there's one new thing every day? One thing you've never done every day, try to get that done. And then at the end, see what everybody thinks about it.
Right.
And I'll agree with my wife on this as well. Stay together. There are so many times I'm like, let's just split up. Go that way. We'll go this way. The family members are worth it.
That's
the
right.
kids
It's
are
the
going
whole
to
purpose
remember
of
it.
you being there.
They're going to remember it more when you're together.
You got a friend in me.
All right, Henry, I got a question for you. What is your favorite Disney classic ride? Not Guardians, not Tron.
Peter Pan is a great one.
Carter's shaking in his boots right now.
He can fly.
So that's what I want to lead into with our next segment, Sam. Nostalgia versus progress. Is nostalgia and riding those classic rides every time, even though you've done them 100 times, is that overrated? Or is there more value in the progress and the new things that Disney's doing? Do you feel like there's an aspect that we just kind of protect these classics because they are the classics? I'll use my example always of the Carousel of Progress. I could almost quote that verbatim, but I still want to go. Is it overrated or underrated in the aspect that I could be using that time to experience some of those new things?
Jamie, classics are classics for a reason. Your trip is what you make of it, and your trip is what you want. So if you don't want to go on a ride, don't go on a ride. One of the reasons I do try to hit the classics every single time is number one, I just don't know when my next trip's going to be. And I just don't know when things are going to get shuffled. They might be closed down, refurbed, or gone. That's Disney's prerogative. I don't think they're going to be taking away Carousel or Peter Pan or Small World, but like I could see a world where Winnie the Pooh goes away sometime, And so I try to get on there every time with my kids. Also, they're young still. So the idea of an 18-year-old boy going on Winnie the Pooh is probably a little less enticing for him than a 10-year-old, 11-year-old that's probably still going to want to go and still laugh, giggle, and enjoy it.
Right.
So it's a stage of life you're at as well. You go on the rides, but then there are some rides that you definitely focus on because you're like, they're still kids right now.
Right.
I gotta get them in while they're still kids. Being a Disney person, I want them to enjoy those things. And then like if I get to go home and watch Winnie the Pooh, I'm happy.
Right.
So I want them to enjoy those things. And also it's kind of like a legacy, like you've talked about. You want your kid to enjoy the things you liked. I want my kid to enjoy watching baseball, so we take him to baseball games. When I take him to Disney World, I want him to go on certain rides. Just say, hey, dude, like Pirates of the Caribbean, it's pretty great, right? And he's gonna like that ride.
The reality is that change is sometimes necessary. It may not be something that we welcome all the time, but there's going to come a time where the mechanics of the Dumbo ride it's just not going to work anymore.
Oh no!
Or the animatronics of the Pirates is not going to.
Okay, hang on now.
Can I see the Pirates existing in 100 years? I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
There is a time, and I'm just using those as examples.
I don't think you will see it in 100 years, Jamie. No offense.
Right. I guess that's my point. Yeah.
I'm joking. Sorry.
Oh yeah, because I won't be here. No
That's
doubt.
what I'm saying.
But there are some times we weren't fans of a change, but then Disney changes it and we secretly kind of like it, almost love it. We've talked about Tiana's all the time. We love Splash Mountain, but the changes that they made, and did it change the ride? Not necessarily, but it did change the vibe and the feel of it because, they did update it, did make it new. And when those things happen, I think, those are kind of happy mediums, but I think there's a balance to that. and they can't change everything, but sometimes change is necessary.
Change is definitely necessary. You need refurbs, you need refreshes. I think what's very interesting, Jamie, is rides come and go at Disney World, but some of those classics remain. I'll just take Stitch, for example, one of the rides we've talked about that came in late and is already gone. I think those classic Disney movies still live on. And I would, I would love to see Disney Plus's like data on what gets watched.
What people watch.
How often are people watching Robin Hood?
Yeah.
Or Lilo and Stitch 2? You know, I kind of wonder, like the people in the parks. I'm sure the new CEO. I think they look at Disney Plus stuff. What's popular? I mean, you're telling me back when they sold those VHSs, they weren't tracking what was popular and then put more of those characters in the park,
right?
You know, I mean,
you saw that in Galaxy's Edge for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Mandalorian's in there now. Grogu, all those things are in there. They know what's popular. Also, they look at wait times. They look at they know how many people go through each ride a day, Jamie. They 100% know. And when a ride starts dropping significantly and there's
on a
complaints,
consistent basis,
it's going to go.
Yeah.
It's going to go because there's no space wasted in Disney World.
Right.
And if there is wasted space, they're going to fill it, refurb it, get rid of it, do something new with it, and get something to get more people in their parks.
It'll come as no surprise that I don't think nostalgia is overrated. You know, I look at something like the Carousel of Progress that in its mechanics is the same as it was in 1964, but now they're bringing in the Walt animatronic. They're bringing in the new aspects of making it fresh and new and taking it to the next level, but still keeping it at its core, the classics. And so again, I think there's a balance between legacy and innovation. And I think Disney does a wonderful job of that. That's not something, my mind doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
How simple is it to put an animatronic of Walt in the Carousel of Progress, knowing that was so important to him? Did I think of that? No, not at all.
Right.
But they did. And so, you know, it's important to them too. And so I love that. And that's not something I take for granted. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I will ride those things every single time I go, because I have so many memories with them. And I want my kids to hold close to those memories. I want Henry to find value in the Country Bear Jamboree like he does. And my grandson that's coming and getting to experience these things for the first time as well. So balancing that legacy and innovation, kudos to Disney, because I think they do a great job with it.
And one more thing about classics and nostalgia, Jamie, is the old movies are better. They just are. I'll just give an example. I probably harp on this movie a lot, but like Robin Hood, from beginning to end, is a spectacular movie. Cinderella is just a good movie. Mary Poppins is a good movie.
Right.
I don't think you can say that about every new Disney movie. Now, of course, I'm looking the thing I have your iPad here, Jamie. I'm looking through all of these, every Disney movie, every one of them. There's some clunkers, but the classics are wonderful. We've seen a few lately. I think we've seen Moana has been a new classic. I think that Encanto was a quote unquote new classic.
Frozen.
Yeah. Frozen. Some of the Pixar's.
Right.
You know, for sure. They haven't hit that 90s and really 70s stride ever again.
Right.
And there's a reason why those films are overrepresented in Disney parks, because they're just better and people love them and people show them their kid. They're rites of passage movies, if that makes sense.
Well, there was a time, and again, we're getting way off here, but there was a time when you go back and looked at the history of when Walt created Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, what an epic event that was. Back in the time where movie releases were fresh and new, cartoons were not even heard of. The red carpet really meant something. Like, those are just things that aren't valued anymore.
Right.
And so anything that harkens back to that time, I think people that are older like me, it really registers. Like I told you, one of my favorite aspects of the Hollywood Studios final show is when they put up all those old movies and old TV shows that I watched as a kid. People don't even know who the Apple Dumpling Gang is.
Henry does.
Henry,
We watched it.
do you really?
Absolutely.
Absolute great movie.
It's got Don Knotts. It's got Barney Fife in it. Look, we watched, what was that Barney, that movie we watched the other day?
It has a donkey in it.
The
It's-
donkey. Gus.
Gus.
The football movie.
Watch Gus. Emily was like, what is this?
Great
I
movie.
don't think there's ever going to be a Disney ride about Gus.
There should be.
There should be. And definitely Apple Dumpling Gang.
Yeah.
And there's a second one for the Lord's sake.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Well,
two
remember
of them.
when we had the football draft and as the kicker we picked Gus?
Oh, yeah. I forgot
awesome.
about
Y'all
that.
did that?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but that was like
that
episode
was many
3, I
moons,
think.
many moons ago.
Oh, man, river.
All
right, moving on. Let's talk about a little bit about.
Just talk about Gus the rest of the time, baby.
Have a Gus episode.
Emily is like, this is a crazy. Like, if you've not seen Gus, there's a point in the movie where the bad guy traps Gus's owner, the holder.
Yeah.
He's the holder for the wall, but they also owned Gus.
Right.
I don't think he'd term it as owning. You know, it's like his friend.
Right.
But they like trap him in a hospital. Like, this movie is insane. It's crazy.
Ed Asner.
Oh, Ed Asner and Don Knotts, and then some random Yugoslavian dude.
And the bad guy was Tim Conway.
The
Yeah.
bad
That
guy's
was
Tim
great.
Conway. It's so good.
Yep.
Underrated. We're doing overrated, underrated.
That's right.
Gus,
Underrated.
underrated.
There you go, Henry.
I could watch that all day.
Let's move on to what I'm going to call the hidden value debate. How much do we undervalue the non-ride experiences, the non-Guardians of the Galaxy, the non-Trons? Is the atmosphere, that idea of walking down Main Street, you just said it right there. It moved you a little bit.
Absolutely.
Because those things, you can't put that on paper, man. But just when you come under that bridge and you open up and you smell the smells and you walk down Main Street and you see the castle and just the people taking pictures and the balloons and the music, man, it's so underrated. It's got to be.
I think those are the things, the Disney things we take for granted, but also the ones that are they're so underrated, but because they're so natural, they're perfect. Work's been hard. It's that time of year. Spring gets tough for kids, and as an assistant principal, you're just doing a lot of work right now. And I'm in my office the last few days, really few weeks. And in the background, I've had either like Frontierland ambiance music or The Land. Yeah. I've had the Soarin' Cues music for 2 days.
Yeah.
And there's just something that it puts your mind somewhere else. Cause a lot of times you don't even recognize it, right? But it does change. Like in Adventureland, when you start hearing the boom, 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 you hear the drums and the beats, and it does change the way your mind thinks. And again, that's the beauty of Walt's dream and the beauty of the park and what it does. And yes, it's underrated because most of the time we're hustling and rushing to get to a ride and not walking slow, because walking slow is silly in Disney World because you're just getting in people's way. But also, it's necessary because there's just stuff you don't even notice. You're like, oh my gosh, look, Christmas shop, the old Christmas shop right there, right?
Christmas
On
ornaments.
the other side of that, between that and the moat, there's just this little area to sit.
Yep.
Some beautiful grass and flowers,
Shaded.
and it's just there.
Right.
And I've walked through it to bring them funnel cakes or bring them whatever, and it's just this place we just take for granted.
That's
this
right.
sweet little place in Disney World.
Not only the idea of Main Street or just the underrated aspects of just the ambiance of Disney. How about live entertainment? I'm leaning more toward Epcot on this just because in the back, you have a little concert series that they do in the different countries. In Animal Kingdom, where they have the African musicians back there that are doing, the native music back there. Those are things that we kind of take that for granted. We just walk right by that.
Like, oh, hey, there's these professional musicians that are extremely talented. All right, get on my way. I'm
That's right.
trying to get to the safari.
But I have a memory of us walking past Lion King, and there was a guy out there playing. He was playing like 6 different instruments, and he pulled Carter or Giles, I think it was Carter, and put him on the bongos, and we stopped, and had that experience. Those aren't things that will ever show up on a brochure, anything like that, but they'll always be in our hearts as a core memory of some of those underrated aspects.
Bingo, bango, bungle, I'm so happy in the jungle.
How about resorts, Sam? That's something we also talk about a lot, where we're like, well, forget the resorts. We want to get in the parks. But there are some good times to be had in the resorts.
There definitely are. Do you have time to do it? It's definitely a choice, and it's something that you have to want to do. Henry, what do you think about the resorts? Do you enjoy hanging out in the resorts and doing stuff there?
At the Swan Dolphin last time we went, there was a swimming pool, and it was absolutely amazing. We were there for at least 3 hours, I think.
Yeah, we were there for a while.
Both days.
Saw Epcot's fireworks that night from the pool.
Never seen before.
What's your favorite resort you stayed at?
Swan Dolphin.
What about, did you like Riverside?
That was great.
Why did you like Riverside?
We got to watch Treasure Island, another classic.
The old school Treasure Island.
Old school.
That was in the room.
I know.
Just because it was raining.
There you go, dude.
But I mean, like,
From the mouth of babes, right there.
You know what? So we had Andrew on a few weeks ago. Him and I have been talking just more and more. It's getting closer and closer to their trip.
Right.
He goes, what do I do if the kids want to swim? I'm like, gotta let them swim.
Let them swim.
Something different about this swimming at Disney World.
Yep.
Is it aggravating for the people spending the money? Yeah, possibly. But there's something about swimming at Disney World.
Yeah.
You're in Florida. You're supposed to swim there. And like, there's there's something great about the resorts. Again, I've never really stayed at the Swank. I say that. We stayed at the Swan and Dolphin. It was great. Wonderful. We ate at the little place down at the bottom, kind of like a creamery place, like a little soda fountain place. We ate down there once. And we went, to the boardwalk and got some food. And Henry and I have walked to the boardwalk once. Besides swim, we haven't done that much in the resorts. But then I say that, and then I'm just thinking we've been to the Wilderness Lodge multiple times to eat there.
Right.
We've eaten at other resorts. So it's definitely an extension of Walt Disney World, obviously, and also can be an extension of your fun if you have the time and want to do that. And again, that's another thing that would help with planning is, okay, you don't know where to eat. Well, there's also like 37 other restaurants not in the parks.
That's right.
They're at Disney Springs.
Yeah.
They're in the resorts. And like that gets you out of the park, but you're still in the Disney bubble.
That's right.
It's still easy to get there and it's still fun. So again, you get your kids to walk around, run around. Hey, there's a beach volleyball. Hey, there's a movie somewhere.
Or they're playing Wii on the big screen,
Absolutely.
big inflatable thing next to the pool.
Always
Where?
something going on.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, they do that a
it's
lot.
happening.
I need to go to that.
Henry, I'm a little surprised you didn't mention Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Oh, yeah. That's fun. That's a fun place to be.
You got your own poop tour.
Oh, I got my own poop tour. Let me tell you.
What are you talking about? What's the poop tour?
Well,
I'm not sure if this should be on the podcast.
if you didn't know, we at Animal Kingdom, you can go see the Animal Kingdom Lodge. You can go see the animals. Yeah, they show you everything.
Oh my gosh.
Had some petrified elephant poop.
Yeah.
And they were just talking about the things that they do with the waste and how they recycle it and let Henry hold it. We have a great picture of Henry holding it up. We'll put that on social media.
I thought you were like touring bathrooms at this.
No,
Like, what is going on at the Animal Kingdom
It's
Lodge?
petrified
Do
animal
not
poop.
worry.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny. It was very large.
Did you does it matter to you where you stay at Disney World?
Kind of.
What how does it matter?
It depends. If we're going with a big family, we probably need a good resort. Small, us four, me, you, Hadley, and Mom.
I figured that's the floor you're talking about, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
So you don't care where we stay.
No.
Can I ask you this? For the pod, in front of the pod and everybody, if you had to choose between standing in line for 45 minutes for Guardians or swim for an hour, which would you do?
Ooh,
Swim an hour.
Really?
wow.
I don't like staying in line. I guess I'm spoiled. With
Where do you get that from?
Him over there, my daddy.
I think it also was like, where are you? If you were in Epcot, if you're outside Guardian, would you do it then or go back to the resort to swim?
Go back to the resort.
Really?
Well,
Learn anything?
No, you didn't tell me about the wait time. What's the wait time?
45 minutes. I already said that.
Oh, definitely go back to the resort.
I have another one for you, Henry. If I said, Henry, I want you to sit on this park bench on Main Street for 45 minutes, you said, oh no? You wouldn't enjoy
Oh,
that?
no. I don't think I would.
Okay.
What's
I bet
the
that
other
changes
option?
over time. No, just want to see what you thought about Main Street.
I mean, I like Main Street. I don't think I can. I gotta move around.
I think I've only seen the Dapper Dans 3 times ever. And I've never stopped to watch them, but I've only seen them 3 times.
Yeah.
I never see them. I mean, when we rope drop, they're there, but they're not ever singing. They're like waving at you.
yeah,
Like,
they're
hey, dude.
way
get,
more active in the morning.
like, dude,
Yeah.
get to work,
Move.
man. Get to work. We'll start singing.
All right, moving on to our next segment. We're going to talk about money here because the cost conversation can go either way. It's so hard to put a dollar figure on what you consider value. The people that go to Disney World a lot, I think, get punked out by the people that don't go to Disney World a lot.
Yes.
And the prices and the things that are spent there. I know me personally, when my coworkers or my people at church are like, oh my gosh, you're going to Disney World again? Yeah, I'm going again. And you get really defensive about that because you know how much fun you have there. You know, you almost get punked out because you don't take vacations in other places. But how can you put a dollar figure on the value that we feel when we go there? It's almost impossible.
Absolutely.
And so is it okay to admit that it's expensive, but still worth it?
Yeah.
I think so. What actually makes you feel like it's worth it, Sam?
I think the smiles, I think I think you do know what you're getting. You're getting the highest level of service. You're getting quality wherever you go. I'm not saying you're getting guaranteed fun, but you're getting awesome opportunities for your kids to have to work for some fun. Okay.
Yeah, right.
You're good. No, it's a blast. It's comforting to kind of know what's coming, but also the kids still get excited about rides. They still get excited about the experiences. I know, we're going in December and we'll probably take a year or 2 off now. This will probably be our last time for a few years. And I'm excited about doing it big. We're doing it really big. We're going to go 5 or 6 days. So it's going to be a real big trip. And I'm excited to take a year or 2 off and then get the kids back there after they're after 2-year break.
Right.
We've been a lot of times the last 3 or 4 years.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Speaking of getting kind of defensive, I saw something the other day. It was like this chart, and let's just say it had the average football ticket to go see, your favorite pro team was $200.
Yes.
Which is the same cost of basically Disney World.
Yeah.
To go to Magic Kingdom for one day.
I saw that.
And it was all these things, and they broke it down to like the minute and how much it cost per experience or whatever you want to call it. And it wasn't even close because
Absolutely.
if you go to a movie, if you go play golf, if you go go-kart riding, or just, again, to a sports event, and I love sports more than anybody.
Yeah.
But if you really, really break it down, the amount of time that you get to spend in the parks doing what you're doing for the money, it's not even a comparison, in my opinion.
100%. I think the money is a daunting thing because it's a lot of money at one time. You're also traveling somewhere and everything's not guaranteed. In a sporting event, you're guaranteed a certain amount of time there, but you're not guaranteed your team winning. You're not guaranteed for the outcome to be very good for you. Just like Disney World, you could have a bad outcome with a bad day. It rains, it storms, it hails. You're not prepared. Multi-pass is packed. A ride sold out. Ride shuts down. It's just daunting because you're having to go there. Mm-hmm. You're going there. Again, I've been all over the country for sporting events, and I've been very, very blessed to be able to do crazy stuff like that. Disney World is just a longer amount of time somewhere where I feel like we've kind of mastered how to get ahead and do those things. I definitely understand how people, especially with young kids, they're off their sleep patterns. They're sleeping somewhere different.
Right.
The food is different. The routine's off. All these things can change the way that kids react.
Right.
And so I know we had that newborn conversation about when to bring kids and all this stuff. You're going to go and you're going to have to work around your kids. It's just, that's just life.
That's part of it. Yeah.
Just like if you were going to a sporting event.
Yeah.
We took Henry, he must have been 2, maybe he was probably 3 to his first Major League Baseball game. This was in 2000. You were born in 2015, so 2018ish maybe. I know it was like Darvish versus somebody. Sports is a big game in Dallas, and we bought this crazy expensive ticket. I'm like, I want my son's first game to be epic, and he lasted 2 hours.
Yeah.
And like when I say 2 hours, we got there an hour early because I'm dumb. Like he needs to watch batting practice. I'm like, he's 3 years old,
Right.
And we left second or third inning. And I was just devastated. I was like, oh my gosh, we spent all this money. That's still something I remember. And he probably enjoyed it. He doesn't remember it now. He was 3 years old. That's also Disney World. That's also the same thing.
Right.
You just got to know you got to have level expectations when you go.
That's right. Again, it's hard to define what actually makes it feel worth it for different families. Is it the memories? Is it the escape? The getting away from home? Is it the traditions that you build there? Is it the family bonding time that we talked about with Natalie last week? I think that's going to be different for every single family, and if you polled 100 different families, you're probably going to get 98 different opinions on that.
Never tell me the odds.
So whatever that looks like for your family, I hope that it works out, and I hope that those memories and those escapes and those traditions and bonding works for you and your family, and that builds into the core memories that you'll always have of Disney World.
Yeah, so I saw this commercial it was the 25th anniversary of Disney World where for Florida residents, it was $25 a day tickets for a year. And every resort was under $100. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
And I was just thinking, in your opinion, Jamie, the $25 a day back then obviously would not have all the new rides.
Right.
And Splash Mountain had just opened. Okay, so Splash Mountain was brand new. Let's just say no inflation isn't real. And let's just go at $200 a day ticket. Is the $175 extra we pay now, do all the new rides, experiences, snacks, all that stuff, does it make it worth $200 compared to $25?
Yes. I wouldn't do it if not. The value's there for me. I'm not going to say that I don't know how much it costs because I do, but that's not my determining factor of whether I'm going to go or not.
Right.
It's something we enjoy. It's something that's important to our family. So,
well, I think what's cool is that there are just so many cool new things in Disney World. They spent billions of dollars.
Yeah.
They spent billions of dollars just on Galaxy's Edge.
That's right.
They know what their moneymakers are. They know how to nickel and dime you. They're going to get you. And if you're not prepared to get got, then you're going to the wrong place.
I may not have groceries this week, but I do have 4 Spirit jerseys and a popcorn bucket shaped like a Skyliner. Priorities.
We love games here on the Big Mouse House, so we're going to end this segment with a game. We have about 20 lightning round prompts that we're going to give out, and we're going to simply state whether it's overrated or underrated. Sam, I'm going to let you go first. Ready? First up, park hopping in one day.
Overrated. Never done it. Probably never will.
Yeah. Henry?
Overrated. Don't understand the point.
I'll say overrated as well. I feel like it's time wasted. The only exception to that would be dining options. Number 2, Sam, rope dropping every park day that you're there.
Yes. There's no one. Yes. Yes. Do it. And there's not an underrated, overrated. Just do it.
Henry?
Do it. I mean, they won't let you run, but walk fast.
Yeah, again, starting your day off and knocking out those 3, 4, 5, 6 rides before they even open the park. That's where it's at for sure. It's the whole point of why you stay on campus. Next up, deluxe resorts over value resorts. Sam?
Deluxe resorts. Overrated.
Okay.
We have done the deluxe for the extra hours. We didn't even, the rest of the family didn't even use the extra hours in Animal Kingdom. I did it because I was stubborn.
Right.
And just went, and it was fine. And then we did Epcot, and it was still packed. It didn't feel like any shorter. You can't use multipass during it. If you're buying through Disney, overrated. If you're buying DVC, you can get it cheaper. Then that's fine if you want somewhere nicer, but overrated. Sorry.
Yeah.
Longer than 3 seconds.
Henry?
I think it's underrated. I just want to stay there as long as I can.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll say underrated as well. I enjoy the deluxe resorts. Next up, mobile ordering everything. I know you're a big fan, Sam.
It's underrated. You should be doing it. It's wonderful because most of the time you've been in line, people want food. So why are you not ordering food? Why are you not ordering food? The only way it could be is if someone really just wanted to look at the menu and wanted to go and sit down first. I get it.
Henry, I'm going to exclude you from that one because you don't have a phone yet. Sorry. Bruh. All right, next up, dining reservations 60 days out. How important is this, Sam?
Overrated. Not important. At least for me, I can always find what I need, and there's always something available.
Henry, what about you? I know you're not a big fan of sitting down and eating, unless it's a Le Cellier, but...
I'm just going to go overrated.
All right. I'll say overrated as well because I have found there's not a restaurant in Disney World that I can't get the week that I'm there. So...
If not the day of.
That's right.
If not the day, it's
even
the same
if it's
thing
not
as a ride.
Even if it's not a reservation, the walk up.
Oh, yeah.
People forget about that all the time.
It's not bad.
All right. Epcot Festival booth over table service. Sam, I know you're not a big eater in Epcot. But
Yeah. I would say the Epcot table booths are overrated. And the reason I know you're going to disagree, and that's fine.
Mrs. Mouse
is
going to have an issue
I
with
think
that.
they're overrated, Jamie, because they've gotten too underrated. Here's what I mean. The lines for them are ridiculous
They are.
now.
That's
it's
agreed.
terrible.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they're having to mass produce this stuff early. So the thing, like for instance, we did the Le Cellier. They do the little booth of Le Cellier. It was fine, but the steak had obviously been sitting there for an hour, so it was not as good as a Le Cellier there. The price is nice because it's a little cheaper. And it's cool to eat all the different foods, but there's no mobile ordering for it, so you're just sitting around the lines.
Right. Henry, this next one's going to be for you, buddy. Character meet and greets. Worth it? Underrated? Overrated?
Overrated.
Henry.
I'm sorry.
You don't like the character meet and greets?
I mean, that includes princesses, so I'm sorry.
What about Mickey and Minnie? What about Mickey and Minnie?
Mickey and Minnie are the best.
Okay.
We're friends.
We also have a video that we're going to share of Henry meeting Fancy Nancy.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I remember that.
We have a video of Henry meeting Fancy Nancy for his sister, who wasn't on the trip, but he was. That was pretty telling of Henry's attitude toward princesses, even though she's not a princess. But all right, Sam, how about staying off property?
Jamie, you've given me a tough one. Staying off property is underrated because it's so much cheaper.
It is.
I get it.
Yeah.
But man, I love that 30 minutes early. I just love it. When we did it, we were fine without 30 minutes early. We did everything we wanted to, but man, it's just more stressful for me. If I'm the one that's going to stress out over doing the park and the rides, any bit of comfort I can is going to be better for me. So, but price-wise, underrated for sure.
Okay. Henry, I'm going to you. Firework dessert parties. You like to stop and watch the fireworks?
Overrated.
Yeah, I figured you'd be in that camp.
Yeah.
All right.
Those are so expensive, Jamie.
They are. They're
It's
very, very
crazy.
expensive. Yep. How about Sam buying multipass every single day?
Underrated.
Yeah.
You have to do it. What are you doing?
Yep.
Well, actually, hang on. If you're going late December 2026, you definitely should not get multipass.
Don't get multipass.
Don't do it.
That's right.
Don't do it.
Henry, how about this one for you? Matching family t-shirts.
If we're in Magic Kingdom, I'd say yes.
Oh,
wow.
Whoa.
It's all in the Magic. Magic Kingdom, we're all happy. And the other days, we're kind of like, we've already done what we want to do. I think we kind of want to get out.
I got you.
What?
Remember we wore our matching shirts on the airplane when you went with us?
Yes, I do. I
Y'all
do.
did?
Who was your little character you had? I don't remember.
I think I was Donald.
I think you
Or
were.
Donald.
That's right.
Donald.
I can't imagine
coach.
wearing a matching shirt on an airplane. I think I would have a heart attack.
Well,
That'd be the worst.
I will say also it was cold, so we all had like jackets on.
I'd be wearing a jacket anyway. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Not that I'm embarrassed of being with people and family, but I'm embarrassed wearing the same shirt as a bunch of people.
Who are these guys?
Yeah, oh my
Look
God.
at these dudes.
These losers.
All right, picking it up. How about a resort rest day, Sam? Just resting at the resort one full day.
You're asking me if that's underrated or overrated. I just think it's illegal.
You've never done it, so I don't
Aren't we doing?
It should be illegal.
Aren't we doing it on this trip?
We're gonna have rest time. Yes. Again, it's hard. The more you go, the more you should be able to feel like you can stay at the resort. I'll just say that.
Right.
When we went this last time, we had Animal Kingdom. It was storming. We came back to the hotel at 2:00. I think that was probably the kids' favorite day in terms of just getting to chill in the hotel. Henry said he got to watch Treasure Island, got to swim for 3 hours. Like, they loved that. And you know what? If that's what you want for vacation, it's vacation.
Right.
It's vacation.
All right, Henry, another one for you. Riding the same ride twice in one day, underrated or overrated?
That's underrated.
Especially for you riding Guardians of the Galaxy, I would say.
I mean, Tiana, Big Thunder Mountain
Oh,
is
yeah.
closed right now.
It's going to be open in December. I cannot wait.
I'm
gonna
going
be
to be
great.
there at least 3 times.
We're doing Magic Kingdom twice in December, and I can go and tell you I'm shooting for 10 times on Big Thunder.
But you know what?
It's my favorite.
It's overrated because you need to go at least over 2.
I got you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, last one for you. Filming or taking pictures on your camera instead of just being present for the moments.
I think there's a time for pictures. I think there's a time and a place for them. You need those memories that we have on pictures and our camera are great. And I wouldn't trade them for the world. But there's a lot of faces of my kids in my brain that I will never forget I don't have a picture of. And so those memories are also core memories for us. Kids are not going to remember that. They're going to remember the feeling. They're not going to remember that. But so having those moments for them to look, oh yeah, that triggers the memory. It triggers the mind. So it's important to have those pictures.
Right.
Look at this photograph.
Can we just do a real quick, a little seg?
Let's do it.
Just for fun, a little fun thing.
Okay.
Upcoming Disney movies. I want to get y'all's opinion. We're saying this: excited, not excited. The next one coming out is called Hoppers. Henry, you've seen the trailer for Hoppers. You probably don't remember it.
I do.
Okay. Are you excited or not excited?
I'm kind of in the middle. I mean, it looks like a good movie.
Henry,
I'd
it's
watch it.
excited or not excited?
I'm excited.
Okay. Why?
I mean, they're talking to animals. From what I saw in the trailer, it looks pretty funny.
Jamie?
I have not seen it, so I have to exclude myself.
Toy Story 5.
Ooh, man.
Jamie, excited or not excited?
Very excited. This looks really, really good. Just when you think they can't top it, just when you think there's no more storyline aspects to it, they come up with something. The trailer that came out this past week, it just looks incredible, and I can't wait.
I'm getting kind of sick of them, I'll be honest with you. They're milking it. They're milking it too much. And also, like, most of the original voice actors are gone
They
anyway.
have passed. There is a lot that have passed on. That's correct.
So,
They passed away?
A lot of them, yeah.
all right. A new Ice Age next year. You excited or not excited for a new Ice Age?
I don't really care anymore about it. It feels like Toy Story. Just keep on pushing it.
We should have brought Jackson in on this one. He's a
Yeah,
big
he
Ice
does love
Age
Ice
fan.
Age.
He's a big Sid fan. I don't know that I've ever seen any of them, so I have to exclude myself on that
Well, I
one
like
too.
the tiger. He's pretty funny.
Yeah,
Just
Sabretooth.
like-
Yeah,
I'll
Sabretooth's
just eat you.
You're an embarrassment to nature. Do you know that?
Frozen 3. Are we excited about Frozen 3?
Let's go.
Really?
Let it go.
Yeah, Let It Go is correct. I'm not excited about this.
What? It's gonna be great. Are you crazy?
I want this clipped, Jamie. I want
Yeah,
this
for
reaction.
real.
I hope we had this on video.
I wish you could see the smile on his
Henry's
face.
jacked
What's
up.
wrong?
You don't want to see Frozen
2
3.
was great.
2 was good.
Frozen 2 is a
2 was
very
better
good
than 1.
movie.
2 was better
They
than 1.
start fighting each other. It's great.
Oh my gosh.
Bows and arrows, shots. He gets
Yeah,
pushed off the
2
cliff. I'm kind of like, hey.
Oh my gosh.
I
I
do
thought
what
2
you
was
gotta
better.
do.
I love 2.
Sacrifice.
I love 2.
I don't care.
How about Incredibles 3? Jamie, you're an Incredibles person.
I like the franchise. I like the movies. I like the characters. So, yeah, I'm good with that one. I didn't know that was coming back out, to be honest with you.
2008. 2028.
I was
Do
about
we
to
have
say,
a new
we
villain
missed that.
yet? Do we know?
No, this is 2 years out.
got you.
They're producing it right now.
I
Henry,
can't wait. I love 1 and 2.
I didn't know there was Incredibles 2.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
I thought there would have been the 3 and 4, but I went looking for it. I couldn't find it.
It is
2's
pretty.
good.
It is pretty crazy that they've made 3 Cars movies. I know we've talked about this a lot. I know we're running out of time. We were at the hotel last week at a soccer tournament, and Cars was on. Cars. 3.
3 is very good.
And I hate to say it, but I was cackling. I
It
was like,
was
this is
good.
actually pretty good. And you're like, I don't want to like this movie. I really don't, but it was pretty good.
Tomater's pretty funny, bro.
I love
Which one is
Mater.
he? I don't know any of the
You don't
names.
know who Mater is?
I don't know. Is that the junk truck?
Yeah.
I mean, behind
Larry the
Mickey
Cable Guy.
Mouse franchise,
Larry the Cable Guy.
behind Mickey Mouse, he's
So it goes Mickey
the main
Mouse
guy.
and then the Mater
Then
Oh, yeah.
Tomater.
Oh,
is the
yeah.
second most important Disney
Oh, then
character
you
of
got
all
like
time.
Goofy and all these guys.
Yeah, who cares about Goofy when you've got Tomater? Is his name's Tomater? I thought it was just Mater. What's
Yeah, I thought it was
Tomater?
Mater.
Oh, like tomato? Is a joke.
I know this may be a bad time right now, but you owe me $32,000 in legal fees. What?
Did you like Zootopia 2, Henry?
It was great.
Did you see it yet, Jamie?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was good.
It was
I only fell asleep once. No, that's not.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
tired.
Is it on Plus yet?
No, it's still
No,
on
it's
movie theaters.
on trailer. It's still in movie theaters. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna throw this out there just from random. Cool Runnings, great movie. Go home and watch it.
Wow. Is that
He's got that Olympic
hang on,
spirit.
hang on.
Jamaica, we got
We
the
do
Bobsled
have.
team. Jamaica, we got the Bobsled team.
What do you like, Cool Runnings?
It's very funny.
What's it about?
These Jamaicans that nobody believes in them, and they go to and John Candy
Oh.
brings them to the Olympics.
What
and
are they doing? Like, are they running? They're sprinting. They're Jamaicans, right?
Their bobsled team.
They're bobsled team.
He's the Jamaican bobsled team.
Spot on.
Yeah, it's very good. I will also, my pick of the week, we are just 1 week out from one of the most amazing sporting events in American history, defeating the Canadians in Olympic hockey. And the
Men's and
night,
women.
yeah, the night before, Jay, I will admit, I had never watched Miracle.
Oh, wow.
Let me tell you,
I would
Great
watch
movie.
it.
it is so good.
Great movie.
Kurt Russell, spectacular. Oh my goodness.
Great job.
Oh man,
You know
so
what?
good.
Low key, what I love how they used a bunch of people you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't identify them in any kind of way. And I don't know that they've ever been on any other movies either.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it,
Rando.
yeah, it's just younger guys that knew how to skate as well. Did you see the thing about how on the tryout list on the movie, they scratch out a guy's name named Jack Hughes?
No way! I can't believe this!
And that's,
No.
yes,
Yeah,
promise you.
He does.
And that's the dude who scored the winning goal.
Yeah.
In the movie, one of the guys who
Yeah,
tried and didn't
I know.
make it, name was Jack Hughes.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's crazy, right? Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
You believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
And this goes back to the classic thing of Disney has their new classics. I'm really excited. You know, I thought Encanto was one of the ones, and I'm excited about them coming into Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
To get this back to Disney World real quick. I'm excited for a big new classic to get into Disney World and really begin to transform part of that park. And I do want Disney to continue to invest their new movies into the parks. We see Toy Story, and like that is an awesome part of the park. Where really is the Incredibles stuff? If they're gonna have a third movie, they got to do something Incredibles in there. You know, people were begging for Coco to be in Mexico, and I haven't seen it, but Coco 2's coming out, so you'd think that's got to be at some point. I'm thinking about the future, and I'm thinking about where is Disney World going to go? Well, again, they're looking at movies. Tarzan never got in Disney World parks. Why?
Right.
Because it was a great movie, but it had no staying power.
Right.
Hercules, same thing, no staying power. Is Coco one of the right? They don't see it as a big draw to the parks. Possibly not. They don't see Incredibles as a big draw to the parks, but they saw Cars as one, and they saw Toy Story as one. So you're seeing Encanto now as well. Moana, those new class, obviously Frozen, those 5, they see those as big movies that are going to bring in new people.
Right.
And besides Star Wars, the big acquisition of Star Wars, I think you're going to continue to see these new classics burst at Disney World.
As we wrap this up, here's the thing that I know we can all agree upon. Disney World is not overrated, but the way we approach it sometimes might be. The magic and fun doesn't disappear because something changes. It disappears when we forget why we went in the first place. So maybe the real question isn't what's overrated or underrated. Maybe it's what actually matters to you and your family. If today started something up good, that means we care about it. Keep the conversation going with us. Tell us where we're wrong. Tell us where we nailed it. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about theme parks. It's about why we keep going back. And remember, there's always room for one more in the Big Mouse House.
We're living the dream.
USA, 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 USA.
We beat Canada.
Woo!
America's top hat.